Now, CBS 6 News at 11.
Right now on CBS 6 News at 11, a community rallying behind a store clerk who was shot in the head and left for dead. More on the outreach efforts happening in Spotsylvania. Also a crime alert as more graffiti is spotted on businesses in Colonial Heights. Those living in the area say they are tired of the writing on the wall. Also new momentum in the search for Malaysian Flight 370. Officials are hoping recent findings could lead them to the missing jet. First, breaking news. Richmond police have released a new image of a man they suspect robbed a CVS pharmacy at gunpoint. This happening last night. Now, we are told it happened just after 7 p.m. Friday at the 6807 Forest Hill Avenue location. Police say the suspect took cash and drugs before running away. If you were in that area and saw anything, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number is there on your screen, 780-1000. New at 11, a community is coming together to help one of their own. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jarita Patterson. After being shot twice in the head, a Spotsylvania store clerk is getting better as she is now walking. Police say a man shot Kelly Wood while she was working at the Fast Mart on Brock Road the morning of March 8th. Well, a crime alert to tell you about new reports of vandalism in Colonial Heights. It is an eyesore that is becoming more frequent in the community, and some say the crime is hurting their business. CBS 6's Sandra Jones tells us how the problem appears to be growing. Also developing now, stealing donations meant for Vietnam veterans right off their property. Now, some neighbors in Suffolk say a man has been doing just that. Police say Thursday a woman in the Kilby Shores area reported a man in a black SUV taking charity donations from her curb without permission. And that woman did not want to be identified, but tells our sister station WTKR the man could not provide her with any identification or give her a receipt for the donations. Seeing his trunk full of bags clearly marked for Vietnam Veterans of America not only angered her, but it also upset Dalton Russell, who is a military veteran.
I served in Korea and Vietnam, and we have those veterans, plus our younger veterans right now, Iraq and Afghanistan, that are homeless. And these organizations are helping them at the same time.
Now, Suffolk police tell neighbors if left on the curb, it becomes public property, but if taken while on private property, such as a porch, then it would be considered theft. We are closely watching developments from overseas. A Chinese search crew may have made a huge discovery in the search for the missing Malaysia Airlines plane. Alexis Christophorus reports. Much more to come tonight. A mother's love after her son is killed at Naval Station Norfolk. This mother described what was behind his show of sacrifice. Also, an underground hero, how a TSA worker risked his own life to save a woman who fell onto some subway tracks. Plus, caught on camera, we'll show you the video that led one school district to fire a worker responsible for the safety of children. New at 11, it has been a painful couple of weeks for the family of Norfolk sailor Mark Mayo. He is a sailor who was shot and killed while saving the life of a fellow shipmate at Naval Station Norfolk. While his mother is preparing to bury him in just a few days, she's looking back at the legacy he left behind. Now, she spoke to our sister station's Marissa Jasic yesterday. In other news, an off-duty TSA agent saves a woman's life in Chicago, and it was all caught on camera. And the man jumps onto the tracks Tuesday, waving frantically with a bright orange sweatshirt in his hands, trying to stop a subway before it hit a woman who had fallen off the platform.
All I heard was somebody yell, she fell, and the train is coming. Then I realized that I had an orange sweatshirt on, and when I had the orange sweatshirt, I said, okay. So the train is far enough for me to be able to jump down to the tracks, wave to try to slow down the train.
Amazing. Well, thankfully, the train was able to stop in time and the woman was pulled to safety by other travelers. Well, a school bus driver in St. Louis has been fired. That's after cell phone video surfaced of what appears to be him sending text messages while driving. Now, one parent tells KMOV it happened on a Sager Middle School bus. The video was recorded during rainstorms on Thursday. It shows the driver with what looks like a hand on the wheel while texting with the other. Some who saw this video say distracted driving is bad enough, but it's even more surprising to see it happen on a school bus.
I think it's crazy. I think it's as dangerous as drunk driving.
Now, a statement from the St. Louis district says this will not be tolerated. The driver has been fired. The statement goes on to say safety of our students is our top priority, and we will continue to work closely with First Student, which is the bus company, to review procedures. 43 states have an outright ban on all texting and driving, including right here in Virginia. Missouri, however, does not have a ban.